Well, good morning and welcome to Breakfast Extra, the weekend after many will have called what we saw as the great defeat to the Moroccans at AFCON 2025. And oh, what an evening. We came, we saw, and we were conquered, unfortunately. Or were we? And give me a second, let me take out my gum. My chewing gum before I go viral for being one of the first news presenters to actually have chewing gum in their mouths while they're doing the breakfast. Because it seems this little piece of rubber is capable of much more than we can imagine. I'll come back to that, but don't worry, nobody noticed. Let's talk about that match. 90 minutes of calculated skill, sweat, smelly jerseys, 30 minutes of extra time so tense that we actually let dinner burn, and all while wondering how such a tough match would end up in penalties. And when it came down to it, both teams exhausted, worn out like tissue paper. Well, it was a tight game. No collapse, no humiliation, just one of those nights where football refuses to choose kindly. And as the players walk off, a short clip begins to travel online. Samuel Chukwueze walking toward the ball to take his ill-fated shot, and that was all we chose to see, or at least all we cared to want to see. Within minutes, timelines were alive. One post said it showed a lack of seriousness, another one said it explained everything. Someone slowed down the video for what I really don't know, and someone else added arrows. In fact, a former player hinted at attitude and discipline, and a sports page went the further mile and turned it into a poll, serious or unserious. And suddenly, chewing gum had context, it had meaning, it had weight. The fact is, what fascinated me was not the criticism, because I believe criticism is part of football, it's always part of the game. What fascinated me was the need Nigerians had to explain loss. Because for many of us, it was not enough to say Nigeria lost. We needed a reason that felt satisfying, a detail we could hold on to, a moment we could point at and say, ha, there, that's it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Nigeria did not lose because of chewing gum. Come on. Nigeria didn't lose because of attitude. We didn't lose because we were not capable or good enough. It went down to penalties, for goodness sake. Nigeria lost because football demands balance. And sometimes that balance is cruel. In every match, someone must win and someone must lose. And we forget this too easily. I mean, we played well. We completed the game. We stayed in the game. We had a very solid unbeaten run heading into that stage. We took it to penalties. And penalties, well, they don't reward effort. Penalties reward fortune. And on that night, hunting for whodunit, we struggle to separate disappointment from disgrace. So we pin it on chewing gum, on body language. And one moment, just one moment out of a 120-minute story. Because it's easier to reduce loss than to accept its complexities. You see, football teaches a quiet lesson if you're willing to listen. You can do many things right, everything in fact, and you can still lose. Something to think about this morning. And don't worry, at least we've still got that third place match coming.